Hello there, my name is Kayla Carcass. I am a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. For those of you who do not know, I've been with Mary Kay for a little over a year now, say close to a year and a half. I'm trying to, how do I say this? I'm just trying to get more experience with my makeup and also with bringing some of my looks that I do with my eyes or my whole face out there for the public to see, so that you can do this at home yourself if you want, or just see what my process is. Today I'm going to do a look that I found on Pinterest. It's not even a Mary Kay look. It's just something I wanted to create. Now, somebody mentioned that there are so many videos out there that they just go through everything so quickly. They like warp speed it and they don't explain the process of what they do. So that's what she did. She went over step by step, something completely not Mary Kay. So I'm not always perfect at this. Still trying to learn as I go. First, I want to start out with the eye primer, which I used it yesterday, and of course, it wants to hide on me. I have these little boxes, got these for Christmas to put some of my stuff into. I put my brushes in them. This one's for eyes. I also sometimes put my other stuff for eyes in there. But, Of course, my primer disappeared on me, even though I just used it yesterday, because I can never remember what I do with one thing from one day to the next. And I'm sorry if I seem a bit scatterbrained. Yesterday was the first day in quite a while that I've actually felt like really trying to do my makeup. I've already done the rest of my face, foundation. I've used CC cream because it has foundation primer in it and sunscreen SPF 15. So I do that as my base, and then I put my foundation on. Then I did under eye corrector and my contouring, which I kind of missed a couple pieces. Oh. Why? It doesn't look like it fell. Well, we're just going to skip that. We're going to use something. I have another product I'm going to use as a base to help with the pigmentation. Just to kind of help with having those colors a bit more bold. Now, from time to time, I do like to try and find different looks that they don't necessarily come with directions, and I just try my best to recreate them. This is what I did yesterday. I'm just going to change it up a little bit with another color, and also adding in the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. This is an awesome product. You can use it as a highlighter if you want to. I sometimes like to use it on my eyes to help as a base when I am doing my eye looks. So just a quick mention, I am using one of these mini blending sponges from Mary Kay. This is a limited edition product. I still have a fair amount of these in stock. I love them. They're perfect for just right under the eyes or even on your eyelids if you're just trying to get a small area. They work really well for those spots. I'm going to try and make sure I have all the water out of it. I think we're good. I sometimes use a towel to get any excess out. Oh, I wish I knew what I did with that. Oh, I found it. So before I do that, I'm going to quickly put on eye primer. You should, if you're not using something that already has eye primer in it, you're going to want to make sure to put this on your eyes. This is going to help not only protect your eyes, but also help the colors stand out, and it's also going to help them wash off easier later. this is getting low, so I gotta squeeze what I can out of it. So you don't need much, probably just about that much. You're gonna make sure you always use your ring finger. Ring finger has the least amount of pressure and it's not less likely to damage your eyes. Your eyes are one of the most sensitive parts of your whole body, and they can easily be damaged if you use too much pressure or if you use the wrong finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly stipple that on there first, just to get that in there. There we go. Okay. Next, we're going to also use the Perfecting Concealer. I'm just going to take a little dab of this, not too much. I'm going to lightly dab it all over my eyelid, up to my brow line. Now, I actually originally saw this from another Mary Kay consultant. I like to check out different consultants, like their YouTube videos, what they like to show off, some of their tips and tricks that they like to use. Now you can see kind of how that lightens up all around your eyes here. I find that helps sometimes to brighten that look a little bit so that people are going to be able to see against the rest of your face, so it's not going to be too, I don't know, blended in. Let's see here. So this is one of my palettes. I can't think of the name of this one, but I first started out with Crystalline. This is Mary Kay Chroma Fusion eyeshadow. Crystalline is a really great color, but I'm going to actually switch it up a little bit. I haven't really decided what color to go with. Oops, that's not the right palette. This here is a Mary Kay Pro palette. You can see what colors I have in here. I got plenty. I think I'd like to use this lighter blue here. I think it's from right, it's called like Peacock or something. This is, no, I apologize, Radiant Blue. This is from a fall 2019 limited edition color line. I really like that color. It's kind of a bit bright, but it's also shimmery. I like the shimmer. Like a shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Sparkle. Shimmery, sparkly, you name it, I'm there. I'm going to first start out with now I apologize, my brushes are kind of a bit worn. Oops, wrong brush. That was a good catch. The Mary Kay All Over eyeshadow brush. You can't really see the wording, I apologize. It's a bit dull because of I've used this brush so much. But I'm basically going to take it for most of my eyelid on the inside. And I'm just going to lightly pat that on. Dab, 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 dab. Now you'll have to excuse me, I'm using my bathroom today because I don't feel like moving my work computer for my regular job. It's just too much of a hassle to deal with this morning because we're also going to go visit my grandmother a little bit today. My grandfather passed away just several days ago. It's been a bit rough, but we're making do. It was all a bit unexpected and it's still a bit of a shock. He was 85 years old. He went to the hospital Wednesday, December 23rd. They admitted him, sent him to Portland because he had to have the ball replaced in his hip. And then he had surgery the day before Christmas. They replaced that ball. He, of course, pain medication and injuries like that for somebody old, they're going to kind of cause your mind to be a bit off. So he wasn't quite himself and then he came home New Year's Eve day before the storm because they wanted to send him home before the weather got bad. Got home, he was doing okay here and there, like, you know, he's still on medication. So, and then they had their anniversary Saturday, January 2nd. He was home for that, sleeping most of the day. And then Sunday, they sent him back to the hospital. He was admitted, bleeding someplace, they didn't know. Unfortunately, by Wednesday, he had lost too much blood and his body couldn't take it anymore. So, unfortunately, and he wouldn't have wanted to be in a nursing facility. He wouldn't want to be in that state, so he passed away. He is up in heaven with my Uncle Paul and other family members, and he's, he's watching over me and everybody. Just hoping he's not causing too much trouble up there, because he can be a bit of a troublemaker. Heck, he was trying to walk around a bit too much without using a walker after his surgery, even though he was supposed to. One of those people wants to get up and go. He was the type of person who he liked to be on the move. He didn't like to be sitting still for too long. He's always been one that likes to work outside, things like that. So as you can see, that's like the first part. Oops. And now I'm throwing things on the floor. That was just a cover to my eye makeup remover. This I always keep on hand right by me in case I need to fix a mistake or something. The oil-free eye makeup remover, one of the best products ever. Let's see here. Next, I'm going to take what brush? This brush. This is the Mary Kay eyeshadow brush. This is limited edition. It came from our holiday, I believe it's holiday 2020 line. I still have some of these. They're mini, so they're actually perfect size for on the go. Travel someplace you don't want to have too many things, so it's just right for that. The next color I'm going to use is Onyx. This is like an inky black. I'm going to get that in there good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out right down here. I'm just lightly going in around the crease, tiny bit above, but I don't want to go too high because honestly I find that makes it a bit too black, which I think I did get too high. So what I'm going to do, get into my cabinet here, Q-tip, a little bit of eye makeup remover, just a teeny bit, just to get the tip. I'm going to take the dry side, just go over that a teeny bit. And there we go. It doesn't do much damage. And I'm knocking things over as usual. Then I like to take the Mary Kay Limited Edition Mini Essentials Brush Eye Blender. This is it's long, but it's also very soft. This one is a bit shorter and more stiffer. So I like to use this one. It's great for blending. I know, I'm catching flies with my mouth open. I have a tendency to have that open when I'm trying to do stuff like this. And don't worry if you get a little bit, like if it kind of blends outside a little too much, that's easily fixable. Next I'm going to go with the other side. And I know I have blue eyes, and I know blue on blue isn't always the best option, but I love this blue. Radiant blue is definitely one of my favorite blues. We also have Starry Night, and I think Emerald Noir. No, Emerald Noir is a green. I have some darker blues, but I love this blue here. If they could add it to the regular eyeshadow line, that'd be amazing. Now, excuse me, I'm using my cell phone, so does not always work the best, but it's honestly pretty decent for using for these. I don't have like a camera that I can set up and use, and I'd rather not. I find the laptop doesn't work all that great. So we're gonna again take the eye blender brush. I cannot speak. I'm getting warm in this. See, I got my Eeyore bathrobe. It was a Christmas gift from our friend and neighbor, Sandy. She lives right next door to us. She let us stay with her for a while when we were waiting for the new home to come in. I live with my parents. I help them out with a lot of stuff. Bill, it kind of helps to have me around, honestly. My mother, I know she appreciates it a lot. And plus, came in handy when she had her hip surgery. I helped take care of her a lot. She actually didn't really need a ton of taking care of because she's very independent and gets around well. Next, I'm going to use on top of the Onyx is the Mary Kay gel eyeliner in black. They only have black. They at one time used to have purple. I actually still have that, but okay, now I'm knocking stuff down again. Nothing new. Because I'm a mess like that. But anyways, I really like the black. And I feel like going over the Onyx a little bit and then blending in this up above here actually helps darken it, kind of give it that inky black look. Just a bit more. And this does actually work really well for blending. I have to use a big mirror some. So next I'm going to take again the eyeshadow brush. Just spread that eyeliner. And it's not too much, so it's not going to be overpowering. And then I want to go back with the blue again, radiant blue. Next, I'm going to go again. I didn't explain this brush. This is the eye detail brush, also from the Mini Essential Brush Kit. I sometimes like to use that also for my eyeliner. Now the gel eyeliner, it does come with its own little eyeliner wand brush. It's 2 pieces, so you attach them to make them longer. This one is from my old one. It's a bit loose. But see, it's got that little brush on the end. I also sometimes like to use, what is it? Oh yes, the eyebrow eyeliner brush. It's got its own little piece here, which actually I think I'm going to use that instead. Okay, I'm kind of screwing that up a little bit. Let's go back and use this a teeny bit. Honestly, I don't know what to call this look, what the name would be, because I didn't see one, so I would consider it like a sort of a smoky eye type look. Now the image that I found looks a little bit different because I can't get that wing look. I have not really gotten to that point of being able to do that yet. Maybe someday. Before I continue, I'm going to take the eyeshadow brush, a clean one. I have another set. I'm going to take a little bit of the crystalline and just go right up above here. Yes,
left out how much sugar? There's no sugar.
Well, give me a minute.
Okay.
I gotta hurry up with this because apparently on a recipe that I wrote down, because I have a photo on my phone that my aunt sent to me one time, I forgot to write down how much sugar the recipe calls for. Oopsies. My bad. Next, yesterday I used this brush for my under eye, but instead I would actually like to use the Mary Kay Eye Definer brush. Again, it's worn out. The brushes are kind of, yeah. And then we'll again take a little bit of the black eyeliner. I know some people like to go on their waterline, like that line right there, but I don't a ton, especially with the liquid eyeliner. I'm not that great at getting it so that it's not going to make a mess or get into my eyes, and I've got my contacts in, so I honestly don't feel like getting it into my contacts or having to take them out. So that's that part. These brushes will all need to be cleaned later. I'm going to keep this brush out. Oops. And now I'm dropping things as usual, making messes. I mean, that's nothing new with me, right? I'm always throwing things around, you know? Throwing everything at one point or another. Okay, next I'm going to do my eyebrows. There are a couple different